We all know how crazy Trump is, but nowhere is he more crazy than when it comes to wind energy. But this Christmas, it's just impossible to look past this craziness because Trump just handed a pink slip to over 1,000 union workers right before Christmas, just because he's crazy about wind energy. I'm going to show video of the fallout from Trump cruelty, knowing full well he's doing it to union workers right before Christmas. And you're going to want to see it because this is precisely the kind of reason like Trump needs to be done. So hit that subscribe button so we can continue to bring you the kind of media content and analysis that details the human cost of having a demented fool as president who delights in cruelty. And this is the important point about Trump. He is a dangerous mix of crazy and cruelty that harms everyone but the billionaires who support him. Just how crazy is Trump? Well, just let this sink in. Over 1,000 union workers have just lost their jobs, all because in 2011, an offshore wind farm was proposed across from his golf course in Aberdeen, Scotland. Trump went all the way to the Scottish Parliament to fight it and failed. Construction was completed in 2018, so over 1,000 people just lost their jobs right before Christmas because of a 15-year-old grudge. And Trump goes around the world humiliating himself and embarrassing our country because of his personal grudge. The degree to which his Republican toadies have to fall in line with this crazy grudge is equally harmful and embarrassing. Watch as one of his minions defend the indefensible.
Well, today we're sending notifications to the 5 large offshore wind projects that are under construction that their leases will be suspended due to national security concerns. During this time of suspension, we'll work with the companies to try to find a mitigation. But we've completed the work that President Trump has asked us to do. The Department of War has come back conclusively that the issues related to these large offshore wind programs create radar interference that creates a genuine risk for the U.S., particularly related to the where they are in proximity to our East Coast population centers.
Seriously? That's about as crazy as Trump's bird graveyard use. Well, New York Governor Katherine Hochul is not going down without a fight. She called together union presidents and the union workers who are getting laid off to underscore the insanity of Trump's action. Watch this.
Well, I'd like to say happy holidays, but they don't feel real happy right now due to the decision by the Trump administration to literally kill thousands of good-paying union jobs building an energy source that is so critically important to the state, offshore wind. But they're claiming some bizarre national security concerns.
I believe that having energy independence is one of the first steps in national security. So I'm a little baffled by that argument. The president said that, he wanted to rebuild the middle class. He wanted to, make America great again. Well, the only way you do that is by creating jobs, and these are good family-sustaining union jobs.
The wind, we need the power, and that's the future of this country.
It is literally the Grinch that stole Christmas.
Right? This is so wrong, so unnecessary, and we're going to help you get your jobs back.
Hochul's message here is not addressed to Trump. That's like talking to a tantruming child. Rather, her message is directed at all those working-class voters who back Republican candidates. None of Trump's crazy and cruel actions are possible without Republican politicians like Elise Stefanik rolling over and playing Trump lapdog without fear of recrimination. How many more working-class and union workers does it take to end this fantasy that Republicans care about workers? Well, sadly, we can add 1,000 more to the equation, and right before Christmas. I'm Anthony Vincent Gallo for Occupy Democrat.